Hey everyone, I'm Daniel Cohn here with Spin, and we're with David Shaw of the Revivalists today. How are you?
Doing well.
Well, cool. We're here today.
Anyways.
You're a veteran of this process, and we're here today to talk about artistic expression. It's one thing. In your music, you've always been, very true with your music, and
My man.
artistic integrity as well has always played a big part with what you do. So, where do you draw the inspiration from to bring out what you think is your truth?
Oof.
I guess you don't think it is your truth.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's, yeah, that's an interesting one because a lot of times it's, the songs are very autobiographical. And I've seen just like, when I first started, I started making music. I was never the singer of the band. I was always just the second guitar player, but things were, happening, inside me and some things on the home front that were just, I needed to talk about it. I needed to write about it. I needed to sing about it, and it made me feel better. And so that was one of the things. And then I realized that when you put those feelings that are just so deep in there, the thing that you don't really want to say, somebody in the audience, when you start out, there's 1, 2, 3 people there, somebody's going to go, hey, I heard you, I felt what you were saying there, Song didn't have to be perfect, whatever. It was like, but it resonated and it created an energy and it created a bit of a bridge, between my pain and their pain, and it brought us together and there was some healing done. And so now, I don't know. I started singing when I was 22. I'm 40 now. 18 years later, playing to, some bigger crowds, there's a lot of healing getting done. And I think that, integrity and continuing to push that boundary of, the things that I'm going through as I go through, just putting those things through the filter of my life and maybe some of my friends' life, my family life, a story that I heard, but through the filter of me is, all a part of that process of, connecting and healing. And it's very integral to our process.
And I'm sure I know it's something that your fans pick up on. Why else would they be drawn to you when they know that everything that comes from you is real? And it's something I'm sure you notice with your connection with them when you encounter them.
It's funny. It's definitely something I got to say, though. I have to fight against my judgment brain going, no, man, no, you don't want to let them know that, So it's a constant battle, I feel like, with just being an open book and just like being out there and just being willing to just bear it, even though like maybe I'll be like shaking because like I don't want to like let people know that there was this deep, dark, terrible thing that happened or whatever, But every time I do, I feel better. And somebody else, I see, somebody's out there, getting down with it, vibing with it, whatever, comes up to me after the show, sends me an email,
Who are some of the artists who have had, I would call artistic integrity and been able to stand up for themselves, who you've always admired since you first started out?
I'd say the first person that comes to mind is David Bowie, I would say, for sure. Iggy, he didn't change for anybody. Let's see here, some more recent artists. I feel like
Whatever. It's open ended.
Well, I'm just trying to go something. A big influence of mine, honestly, is Clarence Greenwood, Citizen Cope.
Okay.
I think he's got a lot of art integrity to what he says and just his artistry. There's so many artists out there that that put out some real shit, man, for sure.
And the thing I love is that you're putting out this festival, right?
Yep.
Supporting the local community. So let's hear about that.
Yeah, Big River Get Down. I think we're in our 9th year.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's a beautiful little festival I put on in my hometown of Hamilton, Ohio. We've had everybody from Marcus King to Record Company to St. Paul and the Broken Bones to Warren Treaty to I mean, so many just great artists. I mean, it's kind of wild. And to bring that caliber, that caliber of artists to Hamilton, Ohio, and to kind of like expose the people there, because like it's just not a place that would normally, like, people wouldn't necessarily, these artists won't necessarily go there. You know what I'm saying? They'll go to Cincinnati
Sure.
or somewhere else. So it's just like, it's really special to see the look on their face when this is just, I mean, the Warren Treaty, when we had them, it was like the most, one of the best energies I've ever felt in my entire career.
Wow.
In Hamilton, Ohio. It was such a special night, and it was amazing. I love Michael and Tanya. Yeah, it's just a special festival. It's created a lot of buzz around the town, and I think the town has really kind of like, blossomed. Like music kind of like does that. You know what I'm saying? Like it gave the town a little vibe, because I'm not to say I'm like the whole part of that, but like I think just the festival in general and everyone who has helped it, it's like everybody's like, yeah, Big River Get Down's about to happen. It's like it's a really good energy. So I'm just happy to be able to do it with the city, and they just still let me kind of like, I talk with my guy Adam, and we put the lineup together and we go play the show.
And this year, rumor has it that you may be releasing new music. So, being with your lyrical want, are the songs going to, be autobiographical and deeply personal? As I mean, you've had some stuff going on in your life the past few years.
Yeah. It's wild. I wrote most of this album that's going to be coming out before I had a child, and then I had a child, and then I had a big old creative boom. So I got a lot more stuff coming, but this album's gonna be, it's got a lot of life on there for sure. I mean, it's got some special tunes that are just like really near and dear to my heart. I'm gonna be playing a few of them.
And it goes back to what we were saying about artistic integrity, being yourself. And you guys wrote a song called Alabama too, right? That,
yeah.
Speaking of expression and integrity.
Oh, Alabama. Yeah. It was a song to raise awareness of what's going on, not just in Alabama, but just, in the South in general. I think we're, divided in a lot of ways, and I don't think reproductive rights for women should be one of them. I think should be able to make the choice that they need to make, for their own body. And I don't think people in Congress or, if your religion calls for something else, I don't think that should be the case. I think it should be the person. So it's a song to raise awareness for that.
Well, right on. Well, thanks for dropping by, David. And is there anything else we want to tell everyone out there?
I just want to say thank you guys for supporting me, and I love y'all, and we'll see you at the show soon.